It's December 23rd, just finishing up like a run before work. I have 2 more weeks of being 29 and then I'm gonna be 30. I guess it's not that different. I feel like it did like sneak up on me. I did a 3-mile-ish run, then I have like an arm workout to do, and then I have to start work. I have a package that's been stuck at FedEx, so I don't know if I have to show up there and ask for it. It's been there for like 10 days now. Good morning. We're at Enterprise now. We're going to Nashville to look at houses again. We stopped for a while because we put an offer in on a house and it was accepted. The inspection report was like really bad and it was like a brand new house. No one had ever like lived in it, but I guess in that area there's no building code, so like they could have just built it however they wanted. We have a few more houses that we're gonna look at. We have a hotel in Nashville for 2 nights, so we're gonna check it out. I did a bike workout this morning. It was just like a 30-minute sprint. I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna go inside. I was wondering why it was so cold. I thought it was gonna be like 60 degrees today and I was like, why am I freezing? I didn't think I'd need this coat, but it's 38 degrees. Jim ran out of fish oil, so I tried to go into the GNC to get him some. Nashville's like an hour behind us, so I thought it was 10:40. It's 9:40, so they don't open for another 20 minutes. So he's in there getting his like truck title notarized or something. But these homeless people told me that I could model, and I was like, I'm so sure, but I was like, that's very nice of you. If Jim is in there for like another 15 minutes, then I can run back into the GNC and get him some fish oil, but they're closed. We just went and saw our 3rd house. This one has an offer on it already that's like accepted. Jim went inside to go look at like the garage. It has like a pretty big like 4-car garage. It's a nice place. It has like pretty close neighbors. It's on like 3 acres. I like this house. It's like an hour from Nashville. It's very suburby, so I'm not sure about it. Anytime I walk away from the car, Aries like barks his head off. I would let him just bark, you know what I mean? But I don't want to disturb the neighbors, so what else am I gonna do, you know? I did my nails in the dark the other day. These are press-ons. And it was my first time using Olive and June nails. Their nails just fit differently than like the ones I've used in the past. I had a hard time finding nails that were like the right shape. My middle finger is just like, it's just huge. And there's glue all over the nails, but I think that just comes off. I still love the navy blue and the shape. I think some of these nails might be on the wrong way though. From Nashville now. I feel like I took very like sporadic updates, so I was just gonna do one like long recap of our house hunting weekend in Nashville. I'm here at the pool. I'm procrastinating. I haven't swam in like a month and a half because of my ear piercing. The bump went away on the front. I can't see what's going on in the back. Yeah, so this is gonna be the last swim of 2024, and then I'm starting, I think, at the end of this week with my coach. I have no goals for this swim other than to prove that I can still swim. We saw 4 houses in Nashville. The first one, I can't remember. It was pretty far. I think it was an hour and a half from Nashville, which isn't too bad. We're like an hour and a half from Charlotte right now. It was on a fairly busy highway that had become even more busy because of the hurricane, because all the trucks and everything got rerouted through that one road. It was like a little log cabin. The driveway was like super steep, and it was like on 10 acres of land. It was right on the edge of national forest, but people couldn't build around you, but you're still like right next to the highway, so like it makes me afraid for the dogs. I don't want them to like run out into the highway and get hit. While we were driving on the way there, we actually saw like a little doggy running up the side of the road. I would have picked him up, but like there was nowhere to stop. It was a log cabin. It was a nice space. I can't remember anything about that house. It feels like so long ago, but what was cool about it was like it had like a guest house, and it was like a cabin that was built in like the 1800s or something, and it was still there. So it'd be cool to Airbnb or even have it as like a cool like cabin studio situation or guest house. It was nice that it was in the mountains. I feel like when you try to buy stuff in the mountains, unless you're paying a whole bunch of money, you're not going to have much usable land. Like our house right now, like it slopes straight down behind our house, and we're not even like really in the mountains. We have like really nice views of the mountains. Because of the hurricane, all like the trees got blown down, so now we have like a bunch of mountain views. So this pool does not have hot water. I might just shower at home at some point. The second house that we looked at, it was a farmhouse, and it also had a guest house. It was like a single wide guest house, but it was like a cute little like modern space. So that could have also been like a guest house or Airbnb or like woman's sanctuary. I don't know. I thought it was cool. It was just like a little farmhouse. So it was really like separate, and it didn't have an open floor plan, and the kitchen was like really closed off, which I didn't like. A nice fenced in yard, and like the backyard, it was right on the road, but it was like, I like the area that it was in. Relatively usable land. I think they were just asking a lot for the property, which everyone is right now. The third house we saw, they really like did work. It was a house that had like 7 kids in it, so I assume they're moving to just get a bigger house. Decent sized house, but like all the kids were sharing rooms and everything. It had like a pond in the back. It wasn't part of like the house's property, but like the office and the living room had a really nice view of a pond. It had a fenced in backyard, above ground pool, which like I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Nice, I guess, but it had like a huge 4-car garage. It was like a separate barn. The family seemed a little crazy. Like in the basement they had like emergency food for like 7 people for a month. We liked that one the best. It didn't really have any good roads to like walk the dogs and stuff with, and because we walk our dogs like at least twice a day, and I like to go running, and it was just kind of like a main road, but it was really nice. It had like really high ceilings. They put a diffuser on and it smelled like Christmas, and they were playing like jazz music, and I was like, they're really popping that for this house sale. The house already had an accepted offer on it, but like if it received like a better offer, it would, I don't remember how it works, but like it was basically, the offer was like contingent on the sale of their house, so we could have still like swept in. The fourth place we looked at, I thought Jim would think was the one. We heard like 5 gunshots immediately because it's like duck hunting season. It's right behind a nature preserve, which is nice because like no one can build back there, I don't think, but like duck hunters like hunt there for like 2 months straight, and you would hear gunshots at like 4 a.m, I assume. I don't know if that would bother me. That was definitely a deal breaker. I was like a beautiful log cabin with had like nice granite countertops. The floors needed refinishing though, which is like fine, I guess. It's just like a little stressful to like do that over and over, and then like have the dogs scratch it up all the time. And there just was not a good space for our offices, unless like Jim's was in the basement / garage and mine was like up in the loft area. Otherwise we would have been on the same floor, which I mean, we work from home, both of us do. I guess I should go swimming now, and then I have to go do a Walmart pickup order. Like I have to take all my eyelashes off because they like smush against the goggles. I'm not gonna have eyelashes after this, and I'll put them on later again, maybe. Okay, I finished my swim. They told me I didn't need a shower before, and I couldn't really shower after just because the hot water heaters were broken. The people at the pool just told me they made up for everything by like adding chlorine. And this particular pool, whenever I go there, like I sneeze the whole day after. I only spend 30 minutes in there. I swim like 800. It's been like a month and a half since I've been in there. Everyone was super nice. I'm glad I got my swim in. Now I'm at Walmart waiting for my curbside pickup. I went in because I had to get crunchy peanut butter and rice, because we were out of that, and I forgot to add that to the pickup order. But I got a Core Power. It's strawberry banana. The strawberry kind of tastes funky. I do love their chocolate. It tastes like I just brushed my teeth before. I'm not a confrontational person, but I have to go back to Enterprise. I dropped off our rental car from our Nashville trip this morning. Like Jim texts me and he's like, well, they charged me for an extra hour, and I was like, well, I dropped it off on time. I don't know, I feel kind of like it was a sleazy move to, I don't know how much an hour costs, but I asked for the receipt. When she checked me out, she's like, you're good to go. And I was like, okay, could I see the receipt? And she's like, oh, I'll just email it to you. And I was like, wouldn't you have told me about extra charges when I was checking out? I feel like it was I don't know. It feels like not right to me. So I'm trying to like figure out how to word this to the person to get our money back. I remember that they're people too, but I also feel like it wasn't right that they charged us. We'll see how it goes. We rent from them every other weekend, so like hopefully it'll go well. I'm just like in the mood to fight today. Okay, we're back home now. They did refund me. I guess if you are like even 30 minutes late, they'll charge you the full hour, but it was only 16 bucks. The lady was super nice. I'm glad I came in super nice. I don't know, sometimes I'm afraid if I like show up too nice, I'm gonna like feel like I'm getting stepped all over. So I'm like, should I be mean to assert myself? And most of the time I feel like that's not the answer. Hi guys. Today's my second to last day being 29, and it's my last day starting before my Ironman 70.3. I spent this whole day upcycling this outfit. It was like a little too big, and now I'm just like sewing the last parts of it. Here's the setup. I'm watching Whitney Simmons. Yeah, I just got tired of taking off my clothes to fit this and adjust it, so this is what we're working with today. I'm not a great sewer. Obviously, I can't wear this until the summer, so you'll see that probably like in an Instagram post or something. I'm starting a new vlog tomorrow, but this is the end of week 0. Thanks for watching, and talk to you guys soon.